All right, guys, what's up? Merry Christmas. Hope that you're enjoying this time with your friends and family. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can be profitable using a different system than I've ever shown and still make money. Because in trading, there are hundreds and hundreds, thousands, maybe millions of ways to win, but it all boils down to one important element, and that is money management. And if you've never studied money management, you don't know what that is, you just understand risk to reward, and you really don't understand the concept of money management, the thoughtfulness that happens before the trade and once you're in the trade. And so in this video, I'm going to show you on the charts, we're going to do a little backtest fun just for fun, okay? And this is not premeditated. I am going to totally be random and just see what happens when we implement money management into a system. Now, first, we have to back up and say, well, what kind of rules have we been taught as traders, right? You've been taught probably probably not to set a stop loss. Always set a stop loss, never trade against the trend, right? Never add to losing trades, always risk only 0.5 to 1% per trade. And these are sort of the general rules, right, that we're taught. And what a lot of traders do is they'll take those rules and they'll try to apply it to a mechanical system. Unfortunately, in trading, to find consistency, understand that you're going to find consistency within chaos. The first thing that you're going to be able to do after you understand this money management concept is you're going to be able to actually see that it works for yourself. And then I'm going to challenge you. So if you want to be challenged, stay to the end of the video because I am going to challenge you. If you don't want to be challenged, you want to take the easy road, okay, then you might as well just leave right now. Okay, that's the easy road. But I am going to show you what I'm thinking about. This is just what's on my crazy mind, okay? So let's dive into the charts. I forgot I have this skin for the live trading, so don't mind that. But we're just going to deal with that in this video. What I want to show you is this. I don't even want to talk about what indicator this actually is because it doesn't really matter. You could find tons of indicators online, throw it up on your chart, and try to play around with it like I'm going to play around with this one with you right here. And if you're interested in what indicator this is, because it is kind of cool, I actually like this indicator, then you know what? Join the 4-day trading challenge. The link is going to be in the description. It'll be $1 to take the challenge once we launch. I don't even have a hard date or a soft date. But if you join right now, you get access to my group. I'm going to drop all my live trades in there, and I'm going to drop a ton of knowledge in there. Like from what I have learned in trading over 8 years, we're going to actually boil that down and do it in 4 days. And I'm just going to walk you guys through my brain and how I think. And let me just show you real quick over here on School. This is where our community is at. This is the challenge group right now. Okay, we have 44 members requesting access to this group. And the way you get access to this group is we do this 4-day challenge. So this is where literally in 4 days, I'm going to show you everything I know. 8 years of trading, almost 8 years of trading boiled down into 4 days. So if that interests you, join. We're going to have classroom content. We're going to do everything live in real time. And so I think you'll get a lot out of that if you're looking to kind of tap further into what I'm going to go over today. So back to the charts. Now, when I say money management, I think a lot of people only think of risk to reward. And then they think, well, I have a 50-50 shot. So when I flip a coin, usually I'm going to be 50-50 over a series of flips. And so if I just do a risk to reward that is, 1 to 2, then I should be, even if I am a 50% win rate, I should be in the money. The problem with that is that that's not how math works. First of all, there is always an edge in the market. Think of it like the house edge, right? And let me just go back to myself for just 2 seconds so I can explain this because people get it wrong. The house edge is the trend, okay? Now, the market chops 70% of the time. It's not trending. We all know this. You probably know this, okay? If you don't know that, now you know. It trends about 30% of the time. The point is those trends skew the odds. Take the Nasdaq, for instance. You go back 60 years on Nasdaq, whatever, what trend has it been in? You could have literally just taken more longs than shorts, right? And been in the money most of the time. And actually your edge would have been that longs over time win more than shorts. So it's not 50%. That notion that you have a 50%, whoever says that, they don't know math. I don't know what to say. They got it wrong, okay? Now, 1 to 2, that means price has to travel twice the distance. So even if it was 50%, your odds are less than 50% because it has to travel twice the distance. So the math just doesn't add up, guys. I know it sounds sexy. You want it to add up, but it's not reality. So with that being said, money management is how you come out on top in this game. And when I figured out money management, finally, it all started to click for me. So I'm going to go back on the chart. I'm just going to go back here. I'm on a 5-minute time frame. I'm not even going to switch time frames. Just literally going to go back somewhere. And we'll just go back here. I don't have anybody to tell me when to stop. I guess that's as far as I can go. We'll just click here. Okay. And the goal with the money management strategy is twofold, okay? In this strategy, what I'm going to be doing is just simply adding to losing positions. Now, before you exit and say, oh, forget that. That's horrible. He's an idiot. First of all, I've made a lot of money doing it this way, and the proof is in the pudding. I've shown it. But I also just want to tell you, you don't have to add to losing positions if you don't want to. I also don't really use hard stops. I use soft stops. So let me explain. Let me get to a place where I actually want to trade here. So we're in the middle of the night. I'm going to wait for it to come around to, about New York session time, and then we'll take a look at it, okay? So there's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, and I'll explain this indicator in just a second as well, okay? Getting around to about 8 or 7, excuse me. So coming into session, what day is this? So Wednesday, okay? So getting around to about market open now, I'd be looking at the charts. I'd be kind of seeing what happened in the overnight session. I probably have my session ranges on. I'd probably be looking at liquidity, all this stuff. I'm not doing any of that here. None of it, okay? I just want to make that clear. I'm not doing the one strap for life. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just looking at this indicator and saying, where are we trending? Well, nowhere, right? Gray means we're not trending. Green means we're trending up. Red, trending down. And then you have these bands. They kind of act as, I guess, like an RSI. I don't really, maybe a Bollinger Band type of situation, but I don't really care. All I'm looking at is for the market to trend. Okay, what happened? The market is going down, right? So most likely, when the market comes back to some sort of equilibrium here, we might continue. There's a possibility there. Let's call it 50-50, okay? But it's all about money management. So watch. As price approaches this red line, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to short, okay? And if price makes it to the outer band, I'm going to add to my position. And that's literally my strategy for this model, okay? And what you could do with this model is you could calculate, if I'm going to take a short, let's get to the place where I'm going to take a short first of all. Okay, right about there. I let it go a little bit further, but let's say right about here, okay? Let's zoom in. If price were about this far, let's say 25 points to the upper band, what I could do if I'm going to short from this position is I could do the math, and a lot of people don't do this. That's why I'm saying this, okay? A lot of people just throw on a lot or go to a mini and throw a couple minis on. You don't actually know what you're risking, but you could say, for every 23 points, I want to risk, and this is where most traders get it wrong. They go 1%, 3%. And then what happens is that, since it's a soft stop, they don't really know when to exit the trade. So we're going to go over that. So pay attention, okay? Don't leave the video. You want to hear this. So you could just say, I want to do less. I know that sounds crazy. I know you want to get rich overnight. I'm sorry, but you could just say, I'm only going to risk about 0.25% of my account, okay? And if price goes back here to the red line, the red band, I should say, I'm going to add to my order, okay? So you'd have 2 trades on the board. It would look something like this, right? And that's called ladder ordering, okay? A lot of profitable traders use this. By the way, hedge funds use it. Major institutions use it. This is called dollar cost averaging. This is literally how the major institutions work. But we're not a major institution. We're just a retail trader, and we're going to do it on a low time frame, okay? So this is the plan. This is what I'm going to do. And we're going to say that for this example, okay, I want you to pretend that we have, we're going to say that we have a $10,000 account, okay? The reason why is because I know the sizing here. And yeah, 2, we're going to use 10,000, okay? Now, what would be constitute as a pretty big drawdown here? A couple $1,000s would be 20%. Probably don't want to go past that. So let's have a general rule of thumb and make a hard stop at around $2,500, okay? That's 25%. I don't want to lose more than $2,500 in a trade. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and position ourselves. Here we go. This is a short. Okay, price kind of made it to the upper band. I don't think I would have even had time to take a trade right there. And look at that. Right away, we're already winning. And this is where the second half of money management comes into play, okay? This is where most traders fail. They think, oh, yeah, okay, I get it. I just add, right? I do my math and I add. And then what happens if price goes against them? And you have to stick around to this video because we got to see what happens when a trade does run against us, right? And I want to show you how I manage that. But the emotional side of this is wild because here's what will happen right here. Let me show you. You're in profit. We're at the lower band. Now, I talk about this a lot, and I want you to hear me. Having some type of take profit level, let's say where price is at right now, or let's say this lower band, I'm going to take profit right here, okay? Why? It's just a made up target that you made up in your head that some guy, maybe on YouTube or some wannabe guru who never, showed you his actual P&L, whatever it might be, you think that it's smart to take profit there. What actual, and look, I'm not saying if you're trading a prop account, you're going to have to do this in some areas of the prop because like I trade on Apex and I just started this. I have 2 live accounts and I'm just doing it for my community right now just to show them. And I would need to take my profit. So I'm not talking about necessarily prop trading. Okay. So those of you that are prop trading, this example is not really going to work for you. Okay. Money management with prop trading is just taking your profit at the very tip of where you think it's almost a ridiculous rule, this trailing drawdown thing, because price has to breathe. It goes up, it comes back, it goes up. But I understand they're trying to get you to take your profit. But back to this. Okay. Once price reaches this level, I'm going to take my profit. Well, if I'm not trading a prop account, it's my own money. Guess what I can do? It won't count against me to just take a stop loss right here. And because I'm a little bit away from price, I could just instantly put my stop there. Now, here's the key: good money management. People think it's only about the money. It's not. Look, where you place your break-even stop, when you place your break-even stop matters. If you place a break-even stop right when you're in profit, you're going to be out every single time. You're not going to make any money. So you got to let price breathe. In this case, what does price move down? Well, it's moved down, according to my math, about 2%, right? So what I could do is move this down to about, halfway, let's say. That'll give me about 1% on this trade, right? And let's see if I can get another push. And that's it. Okay, nice. Now I'm trailing. Now I just trail a little tighter since I got, big fat candles showing me nice volume. I just trail a little bit tighter. I'm at 1.6%. Let's see if we can move a little bit more. Comes back up to a relative shelf, if you know about shelves on my channel, and then comes back up. And guess what? I get taken out, so that's fine. I'm up 1.6%, right? And now I'm looking for the next trade. And I'm just going to show you different money management using the system. So hopefully you've caught on. Now we're just going to kind of go fast. Price switches directions, shows me a green trend to the upside. We've kind of broken structure, but I'm just looking at this this indicator. Okay, so what time is it? Well, what time? Let's see. It's about 3:20. So the market is about dead, right? It's about to die. It's about to go into its later. It's evening session, the Asia session. So I'll make another $40 right there. Might try to just push up just a little bit. See if we can get another add down here. There we go. Beautiful. I'm going to add right there at that bottom band. Okay. See if we can get a push up before the end of day. And we'll just hold it into the overnight session. That's fine. We'll hold it into Asia. Okay. We'll hold it a little bit longer. Now I'm not adding. Notice I haven't added again. Why am I not adding? Because, I just don't want to add to my risk. And it's most likely that most likely that this happens. So why? Well, because a lot of times, if you look at the end of our day over here, a lot of times the Asia session will pop up or down and take out liquidity at that prior session. But that's a different story. But look, all I did was hold. I didn't add to my risk, and I'm going to exit this trade. Okay. I have now 3.9% in profit. Okay. Let's just play it through the night session. I'm not going to be trading this. Obviously, I'd be asleep at that time. This is just to make a point and show you different styles of money management. And the fact is, you can tell me your strategy is awesome, whatever. You have the best, entry model, you're precision trader, but I don't care because guess what? All I do is wait until price does something on my model, whatever that model might be. I have a few. I have 4 different entry models that I focus on. There, I would have gotten like the tip right there, but that's fine. We're just going to ride that down. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, I'll let it go past a little bit, add another position there. Notice what I'm down. Okay, I'm down 3.4%. Keep that in mind when you're looking at this. Am I risky? Is that risky? Look, what can I do right here? I can deleverage, right? I can take these contracts, the four positions that I have here. I don't think they're called contracts in here, but I can deleverage. Or I can go down to 1. Ready? So boom, I go down to 1. And now I'm still in my short, but look how this turned green right here, right? So, now that price kind of rounding out, we broke structure to the upside, I could just close out the trade. I think that was like a tiny little loss or something, and just try to see a different position now. Try to see if the market is going to change. It's really not convincing me of any type of trend, right? Now it's looking like we're going down, right? So I'm going to go short again. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a push. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for, I don't know, whatever I can get, man. Like, I don't have a TP target. Look, here's a stop loss. I'm going to be trailing stop now. Got about 1% on this. See if we can go a little bit lower before getting tagged out. Okay, that's fine. When we hit a runner, that's what you'll see. Like, traders that are extremely profitable, in my opinion, the best traders in the world know how to let their winners ride. That's just what it is, man. They know how to let their winners ride. Look at this London move. Had you gotten in right here, right? Even right here, you made a little profit, but look at that move. I mean, that's nice, right? You could find out how to trail London easily. It's going to be shorter moves, but it's nice. Okay, here we go. Into New York, opens up. We're green on the day. We're looking pretty good. I could have just added right there, but it's fine. Not added, but add a position anyways. I'll add a position down at the bottom. Looks like we're headed up. Okay, boom. There's one. What is that? $80? Okay, cool. Let's just set a stop loss at break even and see if we can push. It's that simple. When you're in profit, and this goes for most traders, like 99% of traders, most of the time when you're in profit, you're scared. And why are you scared? You're scared to lose money. You're scared to lose the money you're winning. Now, look, we broke a shelf up here. We broke a range. So it's the center of this whole range is kind of like that green line. And it's most likely that price is going to come back down, retest a certain level in here. If it doesn't break out tremendously higher, it's going to come back down to sort of an equilibrium, retest, get all the shorts out, kind of cause some confusion, and then it might be off to the races to the upside. So what can I do? Well, you can see I'm up like about 1%. I'm going to put my stop loss not too close to price. It's moving. Look at the size of those candles. This next candle could just go boop and take me out, or I could just take my 2.4% profit, right? I could do either or. I'm going to try to get a runner. So let's see. So it comes back, retest. Now, the fact that came back real strong inside that range, most likely we're going to get tagged out. Yeah, we got tagged out. So that's fine. I'll take my 1%, move on. Look at how much patience you'd have to have. Look at how much time is going by, guys. Really soak that in, man. And I'm not doing anything because this line is just gray right now. So I'm sort of just waiting. I'm just waiting. Look at this red line, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and take a short at that red line. Even though it was kind of bullish earlier, things are changing, right? So I'm just going to take a short right there. Okay. Market goes up. I would have probably tagged in another order and been in profit right now, but that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're going to add another position. The market, look, it's gray, right? This line is gray. Lots of confusion. So what am I looking for? A pullback right there. I'm going to deleverage. I pressed that button. I pressed the buy button right as the market did that pullback, just so you know. And that's why this jumped up here, because my average position is now up here. So I'm really just looking to sort of get out of this trade, right? So I'll take the little small loss and move on. Okay, so stay with me, okay? Because I'm going to show you what happens when price does move against us. Just relax. Enjoy the video, okay? I'm trying to show you a different style of money management that doesn't have to be risky. And the position sizing, like I said, this sizing can be whatever you want. Let's say that you only want to risk, 0.5% per trade. That's fine. You can do whatever you'd like for sizing, but there are different styles of money management, and part of the money management that comes after you're in the trade is going to be trailing price. And I want to show you what that looks like. So stay with me so that you can see what that looks like, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up on me, all right? We're going to find a good one. Okay, this is great. So market goes up, creates the green line, nice little Nike swoosh, comes back down. I'm just adding at that center point, right? So let's see what happens. Okay, comes down the bottom line. Oh, I missed pressing this button. I hate Trading View Replay on here. I like Effects Replay much better, but it doesn't have this indicator. But if I press the buy button right as this comes down, I would get the best entry right there. So that's fine. Let's say we didn't get that great of entry. That's fine. Okay, moves down against us more. We have to determine what we're willing to risk. Now, I've made 5.3%, right? So in my eyes, I have a little bit of wiggle room to mess with, right? So we can let this play out a little bit. So here we go, back up to the green, and now we're like a little bit more than 1.5% profit. So I'm going to deleverage, and look, it's red now, right? So I'm gonna actually just mark this as a stop loss, a break even, and see if we can't get a runner up. No. Okay. So once again, just trying to find that runner, trying to get one of those trades where you talk about it for the rest of the year. Okay. Here we go. Adding one position there. We'll let price kind of dip away a little bit. We'll do a stop loss. Already came down to this level. Shouldn't come back down unless it's going to, I'll give it a little bit more room. Okay. Nice. That was smart. Here we go. Middle of the range. Try to trail here. See if we get a push. There's the push. All right, and I show shelves, guys. Here's a shelf, right? Here's a shelf. I show this in a video. If you guys haven't watched my shelf video, watch it. This is how I trail price and get massive wins. So that's the shelf. It shouldn't really come back down. That's fine if it does. And look, it tapped that line. No worries, man. No worries. Maybe I get another trade in if it comes back down. All right, so moving to the next day, just to kind of speed up the video here. And we're waiting for the market to open. And, there's our green line down below. We're waiting for that pullback. We're waiting to get into the market. We're waiting. And finally, it gives it to us. And bam, we have a nice trade. And then I'm going to set my stop loss. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but man, it's going to run. And I'm going to wish that was probably the runner that I've been looking for. That was pretty good. Oh, man, that was. Oh, wow. Okay. But anyways, guys, so to make a long story short here, there's a lot of different ways to win in this market. And it will eat you alive if you don't understand your risk management and have some sort of cap for your risk tolerance. If you have that, you have a better chance to win than 99% of the other traders out there. Be strong mentally, okay? Don't worry so much about a mechanical for sure system. What we know is two things. The market will go up and the market will go down. And most likely, it'll go back to your position. It may not be today. It may not be this week. But if you size correctly, you really shouldn't be too stressed about it, okay? Because most likely, market will come back and allow you the opportunity to deleverage, hold, whatever you want to do, okay? But the idea that you're going to have some tiny little stop loss and you're going to be able to scalp this market and find one thing that this market does every day that does this one thing. I see all these stupid YouTube videos with, I say, at 9:30 a.m., this happens. That's not true, okay? It's just not true. It's clickbait. So wake up and realize that this is just some random strategy that I showed you and I'm profitable. How am I 22% up right now, right? Random. Just using some random indicator that I found. It's just because it's not even about the indicator. It's about the money management. So on that note, Merry Christmas, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.